intelligence have changed the world.
Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and the featured contracts. And today's contract, Accidental Bikers, set in Berlin. So on to our briefing, short and sweet, good luck. And today's contract has been supplied to us courtesy of Street Surgeon. So our targets today, we have 5 of them. All must be eliminated in accidents and whilst disguised as the biker. So for today's challenge, we will be starting in the biker's hangout, and the only item we need to be bringing with us will be a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we're going to do a small amount of setup. So first things first, we're going to grab the bike keys from the table there. Then we're going to grab the silenced pistol and take out the camera out in the corridor. And then retrieve one of the propane cylinders from the kitchenette here. We're just going to wait for one of our targets who patrols the garage area to move past. And then we can make our way up to the first floor, and we're going to deposit our propane cylinder just next to our target right here on the desk. Hold that, sir. Keep that safe. Your life depends on it. So we're going to move on up to the next floor, which is where our first target will be located. And they're just up above the cannabis farm here. So we're just going to run around and across and straight up to our opponent and wind him with the first punch, disorientate him with the second, and then render him unconscious with the third before dumping him over the edge and on top of the cannabis farm. So that's target 1 eliminated in an accident fall. He slipped and fell, officer. I had nothing to do with it. So moving on to our next target, and we're just going to make our way back down the stairs here, pull out our silenced pistol and take one shot at the propane cylinder, just so long that the target isn't next to it when we do. And then all we have to do is move away. At this point you can move on back downstairs to your next target, but for the purposes of the video I'm going to stick around for the kill. So that's 2 targets now taken care of. We are gonna return downstairs. Just be aware that there will be an enforcer down here, who is one of our targets, and we've caused a bit of panic. So getting past these guys can sometimes be a little tricky, but not always, and it's not terribly difficult. So we can make our way back to the kitchenette in the hangout, retrieve the second propane cylinder, and we're going to take this into the warehouse area and place it on the pallet of boxes right here that our target is currently inventorying. So all we've got to do now is wait for our target to move away and all of the panic at the other end of the building to calm down. And when our target has moved away, we can then pull out our silenced pistol and put 1 bullet in the propane cylinder. And then all we have to do is await the return of our target. And once he pulls out that clipboard and notepad, we can then blow up the cylinder. So that's 3 targets taken care of. We're going to move away a safe distance, as that will attract quite a lot of attention. So I'm going to move off somewhere. Now I want to get back on the other side of the building. I don't think we're going to be able to do that via the first floor. You can go all the way up to the roof and across that way and back down, or you can just wait in the basement area, which is what I have opted to do. So we're just going to wait at the bottom of the stairs here for all of the panic to calm down. Everybody will start returning to their usual routines. We have got one enforcer in the warehouse to avoid there briefly, and that's not too much of a problem. Our next target will eventually make his way over to a fire barrel, which is ahead of us, but we do also need to be aware of the ICA agent who is frequenting this area. So there is the fire barrel, the red and yellow one. Eventually our target, one of those two gentlemen there, will make their way over there. In the meantime, while we wait, we can just line up our shot. Once the target walks past us, we can take our first shot, and when he comes over to investigate the noise, we can take our second shot at the puddle of fuel. So that's 4 targets now dealt with. We are going to have to move away from the area once again, as that will trigger maybe not so much panic, but there will be people walking around, including enforcers. So we're just going to wait nice and safely in the closet provided, and once the coast is clear, we can make our way into the garage area. We're going to pick up the wrench from the desk over here. I should be in a little bit more of a hurry. The enforcer will be returning shortly. So we're just going to loosen the fuel valves on a couple of these bikes. The black and the green one will do. And then we're going to move away a safe distance and lure our final target into the area. Now unfortunately, as I mentioned, there is an enforcer on their way down the stairs. There he is. I believe that's the ICA agent, whose name eludes me at the moment. Could be Rhodes, could be Montgomery. So once he makes his way back past, we can then get to the stairs, which is probably the best location to take our shots from. And just here, we're just going to double check, because I did notice that the ICA agent turned around and headed back this way. So luckily managed to avoid him twice rather than just the once. So we're going to take our wrench that we've used to loosen the fuel valves, and we're going to throw it over between the 2 motorbikes with the leaking fuel, and then we're going to line up our shot. And when our target comes over to investigate, we are going to realize that the ICA agent is returning, and we are going to run away. So we are going to have to wait this guy out a little bit. He does stop here and radio in before hanging around for a few moments before then moving off, and it's at that point we can retrieve the wrench and line up our shot once again. So if you're better timed at this, you could already be out the front door, but we've had to do a couple of things a couple of times. So lined up shot, over goes the wrench, and we're saving our last bullet for our last target. He has heard that. He will make his way over here, and the reason I throw the wrench between the 2 bikes is to make sure that he is smack bang in the middle of the impending explosion. So with all of our targets now taken care of, and before anyone comes to investigate, we can run straight to the other end of the room and to our awaited motorcycle. So there we go, one more featured contract taken care of. Rather enjoyable one this. I do like taking out the bikers whenever possible. So we have confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. Nobody saw us commit any crimes, so we get our silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.